Welcome everyone, I'd like to introduce you to the channel. My name is Solid B3 and this is Solid B3 Gaming. Today we will be taking a look at Elden Ring, and in this video we'll be doing an Elden Ring poison build at level 150. Stick by and make sure you enjoy the ride. In this build, we'll be using the two iconic katanas, the Uchi Katana and the Naga Kiba, to dominate our foes with fast, toxic strikes. Stick around and let's jump right into it. Starting off with levels, we will be looking at Vigor at 42, Mind at 20, Endurance at 25, and Dexterity at 50, Strength at 18, Intelligence at 9, Faith at 25, and Arcane at 40. This should be able to give us a good stat spread to deal high damage and still have good survivability. We'll be making sure to focus on our Dexterity and Arcane and boosting that as much as we can for the most damage output. First up, let's talk about our gear and talismans that will make this build shine. As I said, we are running the Uchi Katana and the Naga Kiba. Both will be infused with poison. We'll be having the Uchi Katana in our offhand, and on it we will be putting the Poisonous Mist Ash of War to help us apply poison. In our main hand we'll be having the Naga Kiba with a poison affinity and adding a good Ash of War to deal fast damage. Be the repeating strikes, sword dance, or the double slash. These katanas will not only deliver fast, deadly strikes but also apply damage over time to our enemies. We will be pairing these katanas with the Dragon Communion Seal, which synergizes very nicely with our build and allows us to cast supportive spells as well as some attacking spells. For our spells we'll be using Golden Bow, Flame Grant Strength, Blessing's Boon, Rock Throw, Ezek's Breath, Dragon Claw, and Dragon Maul. For our armor sets, we have a mixed set going on. We'll be wearing the Mushroom Crown, which will boost our attack power when poison is procced in the vicinity, and this will also go well with our poison aesthetic. For our armor, we are rocking the Raptor's Black Feathers, as it is very light and it boosts jump attacks, which gives us even more damage. For our gloves, we have the Bloodhound Night Gauntlets and Lionel's Greaves for extra boost to our poise. This setup gives us the best of both worlds with good agility and some survivability. In total we will have 53 poise while still maintaining an equip load of 50.5 over 77.8, which gives us a medium load, allowing us to still do a medium roll. Next, in terms of our talismans, we have the Dragon Crest Great Shield, which will be boosting our damage negation greatly. Then we have the Erdtree's Favor +2, an essential for any build, enhancing our HP, stamina, and equipment load. These two talismans will be our survivability talismans, making us tankier and giving us more survivability while we are on the ground. Next, in terms of attacking talismans, we have the Kindred of Rot's Exaltation, which kicks in once we apply poison to our enemy, increasing our attack power. And lastly, we have the Rotten Sword Insignia. This talisman increases our damage output based on how many rapid attacks we deal to the enemy. So with each successive attack, it will increase our damage that we deal. This pairs super well when power stancing two katanas because you deal super rapid strikes. And this also fits in with the Ash of War that we will have been putting on the Naga Kiba. Next, going into our wondrous physic, we have the Thorny Crack tier, which further increases our damage with successive attacks, and then we have the Green Burst Crystal tier, which gives us higher stamina regen, making sure that we can keep up our attacks and rolls so that we can continue dealing damage. Next, moving into our gameplay strategies, this build thrives on very fast attack stats. So, we'll be starting off with the Uchigatana and using the Poisonous Mist Ash of War to leave behind a Poison Mist to trigger our Kindred of Rot's Exaltation Talisman, thereby increasing our power and applying poisonous sticks to the enemy. Now, with the poisonous sticks, we'll be continuously attacking, stacking up damage from those sticks as well as our super fast successive attacks. Next, moving into boss fights, we'll be applying two status effects. Firstly, we'll be applying Scarlet Rot, either using Zeke's Breath or by using Rot Pots. This will trigger Rot on the enemy, and afterwards we'll be using our Poison Mist from our Uchigatana to apply poison on top of Rot. This will make sure that the enemy takes two poisonous sticks, one from the Rot and one from the poison. You can also use poison knives and fetid pots to apply deadly poison to the enemy, which will help even more since deadly poison does more damage than normal poison does. Finally, check out the following boss fight where you can see poison being applied on top of our Rot to deal super damage. These Rot ticks combined with our successive attacks deals massive damage in the long run and makes sure that the damage counter keeps on building up over time, meaning we continuously dealing damage non-stop throughout the whole boss fight. Well, there you have it guys, I hope you enjoyed the poison build. This build is kept at level 150, unique and fun, very different from a lot of other builds that I've seen. Not to mention you have different types of damage with your talismans and your magic powers. Since you have the Communion Seal, you can use Dragon Maw and Dragon Claw to deal other damage as well as good stance break damage. On top of that, because you have the Raptor's Black Feathers, you can deal jump attacks for those annoying attacks that you have to jump with, meaning you can keep up your damage, keep up your talismans activated, and keep dealing damage over time and with super fast attacks. Thank you for tuning in. This is my first video. Any criticism will be appreciated. Thank you for watching. This is Solid B3 tuning out.